Hey, John Riggs here. How are you feeling? I'm a huge fan of the TurboGrafx-16. It is one of my absolute favorite game systems of all time. Back during the console wars, people were like, "Oh, Nintendo's better, Genesis is better," and I'm like, I have one of each. And I was that one guy in middle school going into high school that had a TurboGrafx-16. Now, since then, I no longer have a TurboGrafx-16 because I have one of these. It is a PC Engine Duo. It's musty and dusty and dirty, but it works. Pieced together. I bought the. I don't know if I bought the pieces for it, but I bought this thing which already didn't kind of work, and then made my own power cord. You have to use the special, AV thing and all that too. But it works. It works. It works really well, and I'm a huge fan of it. The problem is finding a controller for this did serve as an issue because you can't just use a US controller on a Japanese system, and also for some reason finding controllers for TurboGrafx-16 systems of any kind are a little harder to come by than you would think for some reason. So this is the one I use. This is the controller I use. I like the fact that it had, the D-pad's fine. It has run and select instead of start. It says run. Interesting. And then the controller also just comes with turbos, which is handy. And then there's the port right there. So where I'm getting at with this, and of course you see in the thumbnail and you see in the title screen, is our good friends at Old Skool. Finally, and we have so many third-party Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Genesis controllers. No one was really doing anything for TurboGrafx-16 until now. And these guys have one that works for not only TurboGrafx-16, but also for the PC Engine. So we're going to check it out. We're going to open up. We're going to see what it's all about, buddy, because we need more TurboGrafx-16 in our lives. No doubt indeed. So here's what you get. I'll save that part for later. So you get a TurboGrafx-16 looking, even has that little part right there too. Isn't that crazy? Feels really nice too. Now people always complain just like the D-pad, like, oh, that part's hard. Well, this part's a little bit more rounded than the D-pad is. It's a little bit more rounded. And I never held my controller like this anyway. I always kind of held it like this, or yeah, I use my index finger and middle finger for the buttons. So there you go. There you have it. Only gripe I can think of, if anything, is the select and run buttons aren't as high up as they should be. Now, most of the time that wouldn't be an issue, but for some reason I'm just used to it being popped up a little bit more. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell a little bit, but they work, and I'm sure it works. I don't need to show you gameplay footage because it's a controller that's going to be one-to-one. Now here is your US port. Now it said it also works for the PC Engine. This is for the TurboGrafx-16, and it does come with the adapter. This adapter is worth it alone because this adapter will also work for whatever you're working for. You just do that, and here you go. Let's plop this in. Let's plug this in just like this. So we got your port here. There's only one port, and this is handy for grab a couple extra of these, get the multi-tap, do some multiplayer games. Look at that. Super snug fit, and I gotta show you something on this thing too. I should have done this in the first place. And a big thanks to Old Skool for providing me one of these to show off in this video. I'm looking forward to, having it be the incentive to hook up my TurboGrafx-16 more than I already do, more than I already should. I'm such a huge fan of TurboGrafx-16. I just use the EverDrive now because that's how lazy I am, And I don't miss my TurboGrafx-16. I say I'm PC Engine Duo. All right, let me show you something. The other problem with traditional TurboGrafx-16 cords, can't even talk tonight, is how messy my table is. This is like a 6-foot cord. 6 foot? Yeah, this is about 6 feet. It's about a 6-foot cord. This one seems it is a lot longer, and that's probably because of the adapter. So with this and the adapter, I get a longer stretch. So other than that, it's going to be about the same length. I thought it was going to be a little bit longer, but you really don't need it any longer than that. I don't want to see the TurboGrafx-16 was even shorter than that. Crazy stuff. So here it is. Here's what it looks like. You can get yours in a link in the description below. I get no kickbacks, but they did provide one of these for me to show you in a video. And I'm going to start using this more often now that I have access to it. Because it does, and the buttons feel fine. Everything feels fine, everything feels the same, as it should, as it's supposed to. It's TurboGrafx-16. We need more TurboGrafx-16 in our lives, man. And PC Engine Duo. I love mine. Oh, this is so cool. Man, I'm looking forward to this. So again, thanks to the company. Link in the description below if you want to grab yours. I'm just showing this to the world because this is one of those things that I think more people should definitely know about. So thank you for watching, and always more cool stuff on the way. So you're awesome, and thank you for your time and attention. It'll come back to you, no doubt indeed.